Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Conjunctions 1. The conjunction today is provided that. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot, do it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone says provided that as a conjunction, it means on the condition that, as long as it is true, or if that is the case. So that means any of these three phrases could, in many cases, be substituted for provided that. All right, let's continue. The origin of this conjunction derives from Latin, the Latin word providere, meaning looking ahead, prepare, foresee, provide for, etc. Basically meaning prepare ahead for what is coming. Okay, let's continue. All right, we got 4 examples to show just how we'll use it. Here's the first one. We will save this house for you, provided that you put down a deposit. Well, this is actually standard procedure. If you want to buy a house, most people, they have to get a loan. And in order to save the house for that person, they want a deposit. So this way they won't sell it to anyone else until the person can get the loan. And if they don't get the loan, then they can keep the deposit, because you're making those sellers waste their time when they could do it. So usually they require a deposit, probably like 1% of the house or something like that, to make sure that the buyer is really a serious buyer. So that's basically what they're saying. We will save this house for you on the condition that you put down a deposit, or as long as you put down the deposit, or or if this is the case, then we will save the house for you until you are ready to make the purchase. All right, number 2 here. You can only enter the store provided that you are wearing a surgical mask due to COVID-19. Yes, some stores in some countries have made this regulation. So they say that you can't enter unless you are wearing one. So again, same idea, on the condition that, as long as it's true, if that's the case, then you can enter the store. Okay, number 3, you can take a sick day at work provided that you get a doctor's note. Well, this depends on companies, but some companies, they'll only give you a few sick days, maybe about 3 sick days, but sometimes they're strict on them. They want to make sure you're really sick. So they figure, well, if you go get a doctor's note, you're going through that trouble, you'll probably only do that if you are really sick. So you actually have to go to the doctor and say you feel sick, and the doctor has to look at you and possibly prescribe something. In that case, then you can claim a sick day and get paid for that day. And not go to work. That would be a sick day. So provided that you get the doctor's note, then you could claim and take advantage of one of your sick days. And the last one here, number 4, they have agreed to drop the charges provided that you pay for all the damages. All right, this is a case where maybe somebody damaged a neighbor's property. Maybe they actually did something illegal. Maybe a child destroyed something on the neighbor's property, and they were going to actually charge him with a crime, but maybe they worked it out and they said, okay, we'll drop the charges, you just make sure you pay for all the damages, provided that you pay for the damages. So on that condition, we won't charge your son with a crime, or as long as that's true, or if that's the case, we'll let it go. You just make sure you pay for all the damages and we'll let it go at that. So provided that you do that, we will drop the charges. Okay, so this is exactly the way it's used. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. I hope it's very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.